What is an addiction? An addiction is a condition that results when a person ingests a substance such as nicotine, cocaine, or alcohol, or engages in an activity such as sex, shopping, or gambling that can be pleasurable but interferes in regular life responsibilities and routine. Many teenagers and adults are suffering from addictions. Addiction is usually the cause of depression, trying to impress someone, low self-valoration, or just trying to fit in. We're gonna hear Eric Compton talk about his addictions and how addictions have shaped his life.
I couldn't get through a day without doing something to alter my consciousness.
How did your addiction start? It started with heroin, didn't it?
It started with sugar. Oh yeah, when I was 5-6 years old, I was cramming sugar down my throat as fast as I could get it down. Sweets, sugar on bread and butter.
And as the years passed, Compton would do more to change the way he felt. The later stages, how was it like for you?
I would wake up and look out the window and I didn't know whether it was morning or late afternoon, and if it was dark, whether it was night, evening, or early, I didn't know in the end. And sometimes I didn't even know where I was. Even though I woke up at home, I wouldn't know where I was.
How much did a bottle of vodka last you?
A day.
Half a day?
Yeah.
Drinking 2 bottles a day?
2 bottles a day. And then sometimes, I would go out, or if someone managed to get me into a social situation, I'd drink on top of that.
Were you ever suicidal?
Yes, frequently. So, almost on a nightly basis.
Well, thank you very much. That's all for now. Now we're gonna go. Hello! We're here with Russell Brand, who's gonna talk about his problem with addiction, especially alcohol and drugs.
Now, I don't take drugs. I've not had drugs or alcohol for fucking 8. I mean, I've had some significant amount of coffee, as you can see.
Do you think alcohol is a big problem in the UK?
We do have a particularly big problem with alcohol in the UK. It's a strong drinking culture. I think it's sort of expected. It's almost a rites of passage getting older. Your first drink, your first pint. I think it's something that you're expected to do. If you don't drink, you're outside of the norm. Are drugs fun? Some drugs are great fun. All drugs can be fun used correctly. It's like booze as well. It does a lovely job at then on occasions loosening people up. But when there are social conditions like we have currently, where there's a kind of economic deprivation and the kind of where there's no sort of moral or spiritual centre to our life, I think it's really easy for all drugs to play too significant a role in a culture, and I think that's happened with booze in this country.
In the year 2015, 16 million adults suffered from drug and alcohol addiction. In addition, 637,000 children suffered from addictions related to drug and alcohol use. Only in the US, 88,000 people died due to alcohol addiction, mostly car crashes. Each time you use any drug or alcohol, you're killing yourself. You're killing millions of neurons inside your brain. Neurons are one of the only cells that don't reproduce. And even now that your world is going round and round and round, and you don't know what to do, you have millions of problems in front of you, just stop putting them as an excuse. Do your best to beat everything and everything that comes in your way, because if you do this, you will succeed.